From Jane Seymour's final breath, the only son of Henry, rising from his mother's death. By 1547, the tyrannical father died, and a boy of only 9 years old was swept up on the tide. Tutored by the finest minds in humanistic grace, a brilliant prince of the Renaissance, prepared to lead the race. But behind the velvet curtains, where the greedy lords collide, who was really pulling strings and who was pushing him aside? Enter Edward Seymour, the Duke of Somerset, a regency of endless wars, of mountains made of debt. Rebellions in the countryside in 1549. The boy king watches from his throne as kingdoms misalign. Was he a puppet or a king? A boy who wore the crown, as the heavy wheels of history turned London upside down. A fragile life of silver spoons, a short and stormy reign. The shadow of the Tudor blood, the sovereign of pain. The sovereign of pain. Under Thomas Cranmer's hand, the altar started to shake, turning England Protestant with every law they make. No more Latin masses, no more saints upon the wall. The Book of Common Prayer was read inside the Holy Hall. Then Dudley took the power, the Northumberland design, and Edward grew to a teenager, demanding his own line. No longer just a silent child, he held a fierce belief, a radical young mind who sought to bring the church relief. Was he a puppet or a king? A boy who wore the crown, as the heavy wheels of history turned London upside down. A fragile life of silver spoons, a short and stormy reign. The shadow of the Tudor blood, the sovereign of pain. Coughing in the winter cold, 1553, the royal lungs were failing fast, destroying destiny. He drew up his device for the succession on his bed. To bypass Catholic Mary, put in Jane Grey there instead. He fought to save his iron faith, to keep his church alive, but the plot would fail in chaos and the boy would not survive. On July the 6th, he closed his eyes before his prime began, leaving judges still debating, was he a puppet or a man? cut. But the radical English church marches on.